correlation and regression, and case-based analysis. This educational journey is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Research Foundation of India and RFI-CARE in association with BPIT, along with the generous sponsorship of JHERF, ARGA, and Edu Academic Inc. Before we proceed, I would like to highlight the commendable endeavors undertaken by the Research Foundation of India, dedicated to the upliftment of society and the enhancement of educational standards. RFI channels its efforts into promoting Indian research through various events, including international and national conferences, seminars, workshops, symposiums, and other activities. RFI serves as a catalyst for the integration of intellectual ideas globally, striving to satiate humanity's thirst for innovation. At its core, RFI is deeply committed to enhancing the educational process by fostering scholarly inquiry and facilitating the practical application of research outcomes. Furthermore, RFI spearheads research and development initiatives in higher education, forging strategic partnership through Memorandum of Understanding with leading universities across India. Its membership comprises faculty, researchers, graduate students, and distinguished professionals, all contributing their rich and diverse expertise to the field of educational research. RFI operates independently of governmental sponsorship, ensuring its autonomy and integrity in organizing over 1,000 international conferences, workshops, FDPs, symposia, and more worldwide. Presently, RFI boasts 87 chapters in India and 18 chapters across Asia and beyond, organized into 5 distinct boards representing the West, East, South, North, and Central regions. Now, allow me to introduce our esteemed expert for today, Dr. Chanchala Jain ma'am. She is an assistant professor at Prestige Institute of Management and Research in Indore. She is an author, research expert, and academician with over 11 years of experience in management and commerce. She is a co-founder of Urja Counseling and Training in Indore and also serves as the coordinator of IQAC at PIMR. As a research expert and trainer, she has conducted numerous workshops and FDPs on SPSS module, research paper writing, and analysis through R programming. Under her guidance, 4 research scholars are pursuing their PhD degrees, and she has supervised over 500 students in their major and minor research projects. She has completed a research project in the medical field, presented before the Central Ministry, and has chaired and co-chaired various conferences. With over 10 years of rich research experience, she has over 42 research papers published in various Scopus, national and international journals. She has presented research papers in more than 20 conferences and received 5 Best Paper Awards at JIMS Delhi, Pacific University, Udaipur, and 3 at Prestige Institute in Indore. So now, without further delay, I would like to request Dr. Chanchala ma'am to please start. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am, for the warm welcome and introduction. Thank you so much for that. I hope I can start. I'm audible to everyone, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. So a very good evening, everyone present over here. Today, I think day 1 of the FDP. Today, I'm going to discuss the basics of the firstly the descriptive statistics. I will discuss about the statistics. In that, I'll discuss the descriptive statistics, and then we will take the first statistical test today. That is a non-parametric test, the chi-square test, right? So I think you all know this FDP. In this FDP, we are using the software that is the Excel. And so the purpose of the FDP is because Excel is a software which is easily available to every one of us. So I'm expecting while giving the demo that how to perform various statistical tests using the Excel. I expect you people also need to perform along with me. I think I shared the sheet already with Yogi sir. Yogi sir, probably he has shared the sheets, all of you. So if you are having, so be ready. We will perform the statistical test on Excel. But before doing or discussing or starting hands-on practice through Excel, firstly I'll try to make a base of the analysis, and then we will proceed for the Excel to perform various kind of statistical tests, right? So I hope, just a minute, someone has messaged something. Yogra sir, are you there? Sir, have you shared the sheet? Okay. Okay. Okay.
No, we have not received, ma'am.
Are you there on WhatsApp group, sir?
Yes.
So I think you need to check, sir. Sir has shared the sheets, so I'm expecting everyone to check your WhatsApp. Meanwhile, I'm sharing my screen, and then we will start, right?
No, on WhatsApp we have not received, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have not been added.
Ma'am, it has been
added to
received.
WhatsApp.
It is there on the
Ma'am,
group.
I am not in. Ma'am, I am not in group. I just received the
Ma'am,
mail through mail.
Ma'am, I am also not in group and not
Ma'am,
received.
you can join the group from your Gmail link.
Okay,
Everything was shared on mail.
ma'am. Ma'am, WhatsApp group I can join, but now how will I see the previous messages which have been shared? Please reshare it.
Share it again, ma'am. Once you join it, and then only there's a point of sharing it. Once
Right,
you join
right,
it.
now, right, now, right.
So, okay, no problem. I think RFI is doing that. Sir has shared the WhatsApp link on the chat in this Google Meet chat. You please check that. Using that, please join the WhatsApp group. I think in starting, I'll talk about the conceptual aspect of descriptive statistics. So within 5 minutes, will you please share the sheet again after 5 minutes? Meanwhile, I'll discuss the conceptual aspects. So meanwhile, people will join the WhatsApp group, and that way they will get their sheets. Fine, everyone, it is okay? Yeah, fine. So let me share my screen. My screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'm starting with the term statistics. So as the agenda of the day is descriptive statistics. So firstly, I'm taking the word statistics, and then we will move for the descriptive statistics. So statistics is what? It is nothing but it is the way, it is the process of collecting the data. Then after the collection, what we are doing, we are trying to clean the data. There are so many methods available. Using that, you need to clean the data first. After cleaning the data, we can go for the data presentation through various charts and graphs. We can also tabulate the data. We can code the data also, whatever data we are collecting. And then we can perform statistical analysis according to the need, according to the objectives of the study. So that way it is known as the collection, presentation, analysis, interpretation of the data is known as statistics. So these are the processes which we are follow in the statistics. Now, further, I think we all are aware about the research, and we all know in research, generally we are formulating the hypothesis, we are testing the hypothesis. So that is why we are talking about this term statistics, because under this only we are getting the process of testing the hypothesis, right? So this way it is very imperative to understand the statistics. So talking about further the types. Generally, broadly, if I can say, statistics can be divided into the two categories. The first one is the descriptive statistics. Second one is inferential statistics, right? So this way, these are the two classification of statistics. If I talk about descriptive statistics, this particular statistics will help us to summarize our data. If we are having a large data set, looking at the data set, we cannot get any insights from the data. So that is why there are methods available under the descriptive statistics. We can perform them on the data, and that way we can summarize the data to understand the behavior of the data, nature of the variable. Also, we can understand that after understanding the nature of the data, after that we can decide upon which statistical is now best suited on the available data. So this way descriptive statistics will help you to summarize your data or to describe your data, right? Now, there are various methods available. Using those methods, you can summarize or describe your data. These methods, I think you all are knowing. These methods are measures of central tendency, right? So I think you people are knowing that there is method called mean, median, mode. These we can calculate or perform on the data to understand what is the center of the data, right? So to understand what is the single value which is representing the whole data set. That way we can get an idea about the data. That means probably around that particular value, the remaining data points are spread. So this is known as the measures of central tendency. Mean, I think we have, all are knowing this thing. From school time, I think we have calculated mean. So we know mean is nothing but it is the sum of the observation divided by total number of observations. Similarly, if I talk about median, median is what? It is only dividing your data into the two equal parts. When you are arranging the data, after arranging the data, we can find the median, and that will be the most middle value which can divide your data into the two parts. Two equal parts, I must say, right? So that means 50% data will be below median value and 50% data will be above median value. Talking about the mode means it's most frequent or occurred value in a data set. But further, it is very important to understand for which kind of data you need to perform or apply mean, median, or mode. So if you are having numeric data, continuous scale data, discrete data, you can go for the mean. But if you are having ordinal scale data, in that case, you can go for the median. For nominal scale data, the best suitable measures of central tendency is mode. Further, the next family is measures of distribution. So in measures of distribution, although there is a vast what I can say division available under the measures of dispersion, but mainly from the research point of view, we need to understand the standard deviation and variance. Generally, these two we are using to get, sorry, it is not distribution, it is measures of dispersion, right? So these two generally we are using to get the dispersion in the data. So if you have a knowledge about the formula of these two particular statistics, you know this thing that in the formula of these two, generally we are using the X bar, that is a mean, right? So that means we are trying to find what is the distance of the remaining data points from the mean. So that way we are using the standard deviation and variance to get that knowledge. If these values are higher, that means there is much or large dispersion available in your data set. That way we can say data is not much or that much good, right? Last one is the measures of distribution. So under the measures of distribution, generally two things comes, which are skewness and the kurtosis. So using these two, we can understand the shape of the data. Skewness generally tells us the symmetry in the data, whether your data is symmetrical to your mean value or not. That means if you have seen the bell-shaped curve, you have studied the normal distribution. So we all know this thing, that the bell-shaped curve generally we are using to present the normal distribution, and there the middle most value is the mean value. So if 50% data is at the right hand side of your mean, 50% data is at the left hand side of your mean, that way you can say that your data is symmetrical to mean and the skewness value is 0. Kurtosis is the study of the tails and the peak of that particular curve. So if kurtosis value is 3, that means you can call it that your data is normally distributed data, symmetric or skewness is 0. In that case also we can call it as a normal distributed data. But if skewness, if kurtosis is greater than 3, that means your data is not following the normal distribution, or even it is below 3, that way also you can say your data is not true or not correct. That is, it is not following the normal distribution. So if the kurtosis value is less than 3, we can call it as a platykurtic data. If kurtosis value is greater than 3, you can call it as a leptokurtic data. Exactly 3 kurtosis indicates mesokurtic data, and mesokurtic data meaning is that data is normally distributed. So this way, these are the terminology which we can generally, or these are the methods which generally we can use to summarize our data. Further, inferential statistics, I will give you a little glance about this, as I am going to talk about the chi-square test today. So here you can see, if I talk about inferential statistics, after understanding the nature of your data, further, if you want to draw some inferences about the population parameters using the sample, that way you can go for the inferential statistics. So means to draw the inferences about population parameters. Population parameters are what? These are the characteristics of the population, like mean, variance, proportion, etc. On the basis of sample. That way, we can call that we are performing the inferential statistics, and for the purpose, we are using the hypothesis testing. So I think this is about the basics of the statistics that I tried to explain you. Now I'm expecting every one of you to open the first sheet. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Any confirmations? The screen is
Yes.
visible?
I'm unable to download the link because it is not connected with WhatsApp. Can the link send to the Gmail also?
Sir, I think I'm not the correct person for that. What are you saying? Could you please repeat it?
Ma'am, it is a problem to connect, download WhatsApp. So can same link send to the Gmail also?
Sir, I think this span of time it is not possible. You please check, link is available, you have to click on link, or not you can copy and you can paste somewhere, or you can mail from your side also. That you can do.
Ma'am, another
I'll
request.
try, ma'am.
Kindly, I request the organizer to kindly mute all the participants. They may post their queries to the inbox because there are many disturbances in between. I'm unable to hear what you're saying.
Okay, fine, Roshni ma'am. So I think I request on behalf of RFI team, I request from all the participants, please mute yourself until and unless you do not have any queries. Do not try to unmute yourself. Please be in the mute mode. Right?